Hi, this is Kathryn Raaker of the Chef You and I, and tonight we're going to have a wonderful Italian sweet sausage. And my husband, absolutely, we both love it, and it's done with fresh kale. And we're going to do something really different tonight. We're going to use, I just found this, you can get this at any of your local Kroger stores or any of the stores out there, and it's called Penny Pesto Pasta, and it's microwaves in just a few minutes. And for someone that's a busy cook or mom or whatever, it's simple. You just put it in the microwave and they're individual packs, which I absolutely love. Look at this. There's 4 of them, and what you do is you put your seam up. And you put your seam up in the microwave and microwave them for a minute and a half, and that's it. Isn't that great? And that's rotini, and that's what we're going to have for dinner tonight. We're going to have rotini with sweet Italian sausage, some kale. I'm going to add a little bit of mushrooms in it because I like mushrooms. So let's start. I've already heated our skillet, and what we're going to do instead of the normal, way that you cook sausage, I'm breaking them up into pieces because I'm going to serve them. So they're about an inch piece, and I'm going to move this over so you can see me do this. So that is about an inch, and that's what you want to put in there. And you're going to brown those. Okay. And these are fresh sausages. They're not frozen, pre-frozen or anything. I got them at the market today. And your kids are going to love these. My granddaughter thinks this is the best thing since ice cream. So anyhow, and just get this done really quick. And you could almost use a scissor to do it. And okay, we'll get this done. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a different knife. I'm going to use this knife. Move this over, and I'm going to do that. And sometimes it's nice to have them frozen because they're easier to cut. Okay, you've got the sausage, and we're doing that. Oh, that smells good already. I love sweet Italian sausage. I don't know about you. Sometimes I use this with capellini, and I use a little bit of chicken broth in it and with the capellini, but tonight we're going to have this wonderful sausages. And it doesn't take long, and this doesn't cost very much. This is under $5, so this will be easy. And I like these hearty meals, especially when it's really cold outside, and it's really cold outside here. So we're going to turn this down just a little bit, and we're going to put our top on there. And we'll do that. And you need to brown those, and I just need to wash my hands a minute, we've already got everything chopped up, so we don't need this any longer, so we're going to move this over to the sink. Because I love chopped up kale, and it comes in your produce section of your store, and we're going to use the microwave to make the rotini. And we'll do that in just a moment because it only takes 1 minute to 2 minutes to do the rotini. And then we'll add that rotini to the dish. So that comes at the very end. But as soon as the sausage is done, and I need a spatula here, get that. And once that's browned, right, let me turn that down. And this doesn't take very long to brown it. That smells so good. And you don't really need any extra oil for this. And if you want to break it up into even littler pieces, you can. And I'm going to have to turn my fan on in a minute. No, we'll be fine, so let's cover that up. And in just a minute, we're going to add our mushrooms and our wonderful, beautiful kale. And then I add a little bit of chicken stock to it, and it makes it taste really, really good. So we'll be right back in just a moment after the meat browns, and we'll be right back and add the rest of the ingredients. Now we're going to add a little bit of chicken broth to our mixture of our pork sweet Italian sausages, and I just am putting about maybe a cup to 2 cups in here, and I'm going to let that simmer for a minute. But then I'm going to add my mushrooms, and I love mushrooms in this. It tastes so good. I don't know about you, but I'm a mushroom girl. So let's just put them all in there. And then we're going to add this, and we're going to let this simmer for just a minute, and then we're going to add our kale, which is so good for you. And let that get in there. And now I'm going to add my kale. So you can see that we've done the Italian sausages and the mushrooms, and now we're going to add the kale. And this is so pretty, this dish. And then we're going to serve it with the rotini. All right, and then we're going to let that simmer for just a few minutes. And because you want that kale just to be a little, you don't want it to be soggy or whatever. So let's do this. And clean that up real quick. And if you want to use onions in the dish, you can. I just think it's just beautiful the way it is. So I'm going to add a little more juice here. I'm just going to use the whole thing. All right. That'll taste great. And then you can spice it up any way you want to. I'm going to use a little bit of salt and pepper. Okay. And I'm not going to use the lemon and pepper because I don't think my husband would like that. So I'm going to use a little bit of white pepper. And that's it. That's really simple. So your ingredients that you have are wonderful, sweet Italian sausage, and I used 5 Italian sausages. I actually got the sausages basically brown, and then after that, I added my my wonderful chicken broth to it, and that's an organic chicken broth that I used. And then I added my mushrooms, and then I added my kale, my fresh kale, and that's organic kale that I used. And then what we're going to do in the meantime is we're going to turn this on for a few minutes. We're going to go ahead and we're going to turn the microwave on, and we're going to actually cook the rotini. So we'll just take a little break here, and I'm going to turn it on. We're back on the Chef You and I, and I'm going to make a nice garden salad to go with our sweet Italian sausage and kale mushrooms dish with our rotini, which is now done and very hot. So we're going to go ahead and make this really quick. So I already washed my tomatoes, right? And we're using the fresh spring mix, which already washed and rinsed for you, so you don't have to do it. So that makes it really nice. So let's do this. Or you can just use little tiny tomatoes that you get at the store that are already there. Or you can use this nice tomato that we have, these Roma tomatoes. All right, so I'm going to take this. So it's already done, like I said. So all you have to do is take this and go like this and put it over in the dish. Really simple. Your husband can do this dish. Ask him to be really sweet for you this year and do it for you. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm going to take my tomatoes and put them right here, right? Just like that. And you could add other things to it, fruits and stuff. You could actually put some pineapple on it. That would be different. Or maybe some apple or grapes or something like that. But since we have pork, let's just use it just like that. And we're just going to add this tomato to it, and we'll be done in just a second. And I know that our dish is finished. I just checked it. So let's do that. And then I know that I have another wonderful thing so that I can get this. All right, let's do that. Makes it simple. Put those tomatoes on top, and then you can serve it with your own dressing or whatever. Let me put this over here. Just a minute for easy cleanup. And you know, you could use some wonderful carrots and split pea or peas, sugar snap peas. You could use. We could use that on there too. So let's open this up, and we'll use this. Already ready to go. So what you want to do is you just want to take that off, and then just go like that, and put a few of those in there. This is going to be so good. And just put some of these wonderful carrots on. Looks so sweet. And I don't know what you're going to be doing for the upcoming holidays, but we've got some wonderful treats for you. So there we go, that's done. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to put this back here and this back here. And we love our Bagwell. It does so much for us. We love our wonderful sponsors. Here we're going to take our rotini. We're going to take a scissors and open it up. And be careful because it is steaming. And here's the rotini. Go like that. Right, like that. All right. And then we're going to serve, actually, we're going to serve this on our rotini, just like that. See how simple that was? Now let's do this. Put this out. And now we're going to serve it on this. And this looks beautiful, actually. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? And I know that your family's going to love this. This is actually, with everything in it, probably around $7 or $8 at the most. And you could put a little bit of Parmesan on there if you want to. And there you go. That's one. And here's the other one. So you want to have a nice protein, lots of vegetables, and your kids are going to love this. This is simple. You could even put some cheese on this and make mac and cheese. Real easy. So that was probably the easiest time I ever had with rotini. All right, so let's do this. Look at that. Those are all fresh. Fresh mushrooms, fresh kale. We got it made in the shade. There it is. Very simple dinner. And you made it in minutes, actually. And look at this wonderful salad that we're going to serve with it. Look at that. And I think our chicken's almost done. But we'll be back in a minute or two after our wonderful sponsors. And we'll be right back on The Chef You and I.